So that leaves the two generations or three in the middle, or a combination of generations in the middle. And we have a daunting task in front of us regarding this environment issue, don't we? To first realize that we're damaging the planet, to what extent? That's the first big step. And then how to somehow fix it. When I step back and look at this, I see a picture of tremendous responsibility, opportunity of profound historical magnitude. My generation and the generation of our 3 adult children, the 2 or 3 generations in the middle here that are in somewhat of a leadership position today, are in a unique situation to save Earth as we know it and save life on it now and allow a livable future for those coming after us. Or we could ignore things, act like nothing's happening, or, hey, when we get around to it, and allow it to continue on its current path to possibly be destroyed. What's at stake? The extinguishing of our own species and thousands of other species. We could make or break humanity. That could be at stake. And if you think that this is a wild overstatement, some gross exaggeration, or that this problem is entirely related to climate change, well, then that doubt, that skepticism and lack of awareness and lack of action all become part of the problem. So certainly something needs to change. What is it that we're doing to our environment? What needs to change? And importantly, how fast does this change need to take place? The answers to those questions, I think, are easy. We need to stop those practices and habits that we administer every single day on a collective basis globally that create an unnecessary and proportionately large resource footprint, beginning with the largest footprint of all, food, what we eat, our agricultural systems. It's a larger resource guzzler than anything else we do. It also happens to be the easiest to change. Well, okay, as compared to mandated global population control, the culling of other humans to get us down to 3 billion mark where we were in 1950. Let's see, yeah, you over here, you need to go. And okay, that whole table, we don't need you anymore. Out you go. Well, that's not going to happen. Or the immediate elimination of all fossil fuel use, which isn't going to happen anytime soon. And you know what? Even if it did, it doesn't really solve all the problems of global depletion anyway. How quickly do we need to change our habits, our footprint? I can tell you this. It's not a time for baby steps. It requires big person steps because it needs to be done right now. It needs to be done today. We're on very real timelines. Now, before you get up and leave, I hope those of you in the back are just stretching. Get back here. I'm not through yet. Let's see what all this means and take a little closer look at it. Many of the choices you have in life will have a profound impact on something else in the world, especially with things you consume, like food. It's one of the major disconnects we seem to have. What you do here might affect something over there. How to start looking outside of the microcosm or the bubble that each of us tends to live in, and then perhaps how to encourage others to do the same.